Hi traders, Anthony here. Okay, Neo USDT. Let's just take this out to a daily. I just want to show you something. Clear that, and I will go to a daily time frame. Why I like this setup. We had a signal fire on the lower time frame on the 3-minute chart. It brought me into the chart, and it was seeing this that really got me interested. All right, so the signal fired and it brought me in. It was the top of this candle. This is a daily. We're still on this candle, but this candle here really caught my attention. Now, if we pull, say, a shaded rectangle thing through here, notice how this level has come into play. Okay, resistance, support, support, resistance, support, 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 right? Resistance, big level, and then resistance again, going back further. Okay, so it's a big level, and the kind of setups that I like or that I prefer are where we see the market trade as such with a vengeance. Okay, so we've got this thin leg. I mean, from here, look at that. Daily candle all the way up. I mean, I'm more interested in this candle here, this thin leg. Okay, trades all the way up. It's overextended, and we trade into a level like that. It tells a story. There's definitely going to be sell orders resting in the order book at these key levels here on the daily time frame. All right, so we get a strong move like this where the market overextends into a level like that. Inevitably, okay, we see the sell-off, right? So, well, the retrace, the pullback. Now, for those of you who are perhaps learning to trade and you don't quite understand support and resistance, that's what's going on. So the market moves into liquidity here, and there's resting sell orders. Okay, so smart money buys up, down here. They buy up at a discount. All right. Market moves, they're going to have their sell orders sitting here ready to go. So as soon as this trades into a level like this, it'll eat through these orders that are resting at the level. Okay, so that's what happens here, and we get this retrace. Now, what really brought my attention to this was the fact that we then traded back up with a vengeance. Okay, so another strong candle into the level, attacking it a second time. The question remains then, what remaining liquidity is there sitting here, if any, and will this eat through it and continue on? Now, when you have a situation like this, let's say you've got a double top, and you've got this sort of ascending triangle, what's happening is, it's continually attacking the level. And at some stage, it'll weaken it and break through. All right, so you see these higher lows and, double top, triple top setup. It's a positive sign or a bullish sign in this case. All right, so that's my thinking on the higher time frame. Now you can see it's starting to push. There'll be another opportunity here. I'm waiting for another pullback. You look at this from the higher time frame, and I come up with a concept. What do I want to do with this? Well, I want to buy. I'm interested. I want to get involved long. So the question then remains, well, how do we do that? And so this is my setup here. So we go into the 30-minute after having a look at the higher time frame to kind of determine a few things like levels and what we're trading into, etc., etc. Then I'm going to be looking at this, and my rules of engagement are, let's just mark out this point here, or we can simply just pull a thing through like that. This range, this balance area, okay, we break the high here, trade up. That's the breakout of this range I'm interested in, and then we're seeing higher lows. That gets me involved, and at that point, I've set up our indicators to give me all the information I need. What I'm looking for with the indicators is the breakout of the cloud, basically. So see how we're trading inside a cloud here. As soon as we get the breakout of this cloud, okay, I'm interested. I'm interested in any move back into the mean. So this is the center line running through the middle. And you could use moving averages, whatever you want to do. We've set up our indicators to give us this. And I'm looking for the trade above, close above, right? Breakout of the cloud, 30-minute, and then trading above this line here. And I'm looking for any pullback into the mean for my entry. So then what we get on the 3-minute chart is the trade signals. So let me just open up the 3-minute and I'll explain that. And it's difficult to determine, where you enter on these things. And so we have the system basically firing these alerts, and we get all these trade opportunities, trade signals galore here. And what this gives me on the 3-minute is the pullback, but this breakout, and it's not just any breakout, okay? We have, just grab a drawing here. So we've got this high here, okay? We broke out. There's a breakout. There's a range. There's a breakout here. But you don't see the signal. There's another kind of a break there. We had a break here, but you don't see the signal. We get the signal here. And this is more than just like a pullback continuation. This gives us a break of structure on the time frame. Break of structure on the time frame. So we get signal firing. That's the breakout here. This is the one I want. And then after this, I'm waiting for the pullback, retest and fail. There's your entry long. So this is the signal we want to give us the trade out when this rotates. The trade out, okay, we get a pullback and then we want the rotation. That's the signal we want. And of course, the strategy is on the 30-minute, anytime I see a green triangle, I'm going to take it, pretty much. So there's my first trade, which I missed. Okay, there it is there. So that's trade number 1. All right, it'll give you every pullback. So there's another pullback, and then we get another opportunity here to enter. All right, so that's this point. So it's trading out of this pullback here, this retrace, and then we get directional conviction generally at this signal here, and in most cases, and then we get the opportunity. And you can see the outcome, of course. Guys, gain access to the indicators, and there's a free 7-day trial, and after that, if you like what you see, it's only $19.95 a month. It's ridiculous. Okay, it's a couple of cups of coffee and a cake. You buy me a couple of cups of coffee and a cake every month, and you've got access to the indicators, my Telegram group, everything, all the training tutorials, the work. So that was the signal we took yesterday. This was the trade I sent to my Telegram group with the breakout. I was waiting for the pullback into the mean. Let's just go there, open it up. Okay, the breakout occurred and the pullback into the mean happened here. And we took the trade. You can see there's the level, entry, and then we're off to the races. Generally going to look to take 80% of my position off early and leave 20% in, so you reduce risk. You got money in the bag, and you can pull your stop loss to wherever you're happy with your as far as your risk. Your risk tolerance is concerned, and you manage your trade from there, and it's a wonderful outcome. So I tend to look for the entry on the 3-minute chart here, for example, but I'm going to be managing the trade on the 30-minute. So I could pull a stop loss up. Use the cloud on the 30-minute. That'll do. I'm happy with that. There's a stop loss. I'm just going to trail this up, and don't tighten the stop loss too much, but wiggle it around and use the cloud here. You can trail, like if you entered down here, For example, if this was an entry, well, your stop loss trails price, so you use a trailing stop loss. And at some stage, once you're happy that things are going your way, you can move your stop loss up to the inner level of the cloud here, further on. Okay, so once we, if we're trading up here, that's what I'll do. I'll follow the inner level here. But while we're still messing around our entry point, okay, I'll just keep a bit of distance and give it a bit of room to breathe. Generally, we're going to be pretty good if we pull the stop loss out, just a little bit out from the cloud on the 30-minute. And targets, well, it's a dynamic target insofar as I'll be trailing it, okay, like I mentioned. So let's just say this was your entry. This is what I'm talking about here. There's your entry here. There's your breakout. There's your entry. Stop loss kicks off out here. And once we gain a bit of ground with it, then we pull our stop loss up and we can follow it on this inner cloud here, or the inner level of the cloud. And I mean, look at the outcome. Stop loss is up here now, and you're well and truly, that's profitable, big time. Okay, guys, look, if this rotates and gives us another opportunity, I'm back in. I think I like the setup. I like what I'm seeing. So with that, click on the link below. Go to my YouTube channel. I'm doing a ton of videos on the strategy. Check out my website. Jump on board. Gain access to the indicators and my Telegram. With that, safe trading. See you in the next video.